我还没帮完呢，我还在去解决其他人的事，然后这边又有医护兵又要给我一些任务。
You should know you're getting excellent reviews from across the company. What can I do for you?
我的诉求
You're just as rigid as the old executive committee. Why, we've hardly been able to get a clear message out until recently.
When Graham finally shut up.
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency to reach our trading partners.
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. Allow me to express my thanks at your confidence and assure you that my plan is indeed sufficiently complicated.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
这个吧。
Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting with the Bolt 52, we won't need to advertise anymore. We can stop our transmissions altogether.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxes waiting to be ticked.
Try to control yourself, sir.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been toppled with less. What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is a key part of that. For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity once we drop our bomb on the board.
What? 资产
Corporate espionage. How was that, Celia? Did I sell it?
Your best delivery yet, sir.
Help us with this final matter and we won't need to broadcast anymore. You have my word. I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Really? Most of the time they do illegal stuff out in the open. Cheaper that way.
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board.
停什么？滑头？
If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost certainly supplying them out of Fallbrook. Perhaps she could be convinced to tell you where they are. That's part of the problem. She has certain ambitions for Stellar Bay, and I fear my asking her would give her the leverage she's been looking for.
Don't get yourself worked up, sir. It's perfectly natural to have a healthy fear of her.
We really don't need to discuss this now, Celia. Oh, I imagine you do. But as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in one piece. Is that how you people put it? course. I didn't mean to make assumptions. Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. Or someone working there. That would do it.
要给我
I knew you were the right person for the job. I suppose I'll leave you to it. I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? He's not the brightest of minds, but he makes up for it with enthusiasm.
That's not what I would call it.
Still, I had him posted on the landing pad in hopes that he'd stay out of everyone's way. I'll see about additional training. This has been my albatross. The great shame of my career. I give MSI everything. My work, my youth, my left kidney, and for years, I was a joke to them.
确实是个笑。
Nonsense. Look what you've done here, Mr. Sanjar. You got a whole township running.
Oh, you're kind. But you wouldn't say that if you saw our balance sheets. Oh, perhaps they were right. After all, what have I built? Stellar Bay is barely keeping afloat. Please, I can't think about this right now. Celia, schedule 30 minutes of inconsolable weeping later today.
I'll pad it out with an extra 15, sir.
Now, was there something else you need?
我该走了。哎呀，他废话真多。Let's go。接下来我们就是要去现在要找的人该不会是这边负责这边的那个吧？没有错。哎呀 ，Hello。
Speaking to my left ear, will you? Right one's damaged. Last we talked, I only caught half of what you said. Well, I'm half listening. Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Might be they sure as shit weren't pirates. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. Find them for me, and I'll pay you handsomely. We are friends, but them who push me end up dead. Look, I don't know if this is related, but it ain't escaped my notice that one of my regulars been lingering a little too long at the gambling bar. She's been acting twitchy, even for her. Ask at the bar about a customer who shows up bi-weekly. My staff may know more.
要帮他们化解，必须解这些任务，是这个意思吧？哎，在后面呢？对，哎，哦，在这，跟上面。哎，
I don't serve your kind, usually. What's your order? Let me think back. Yeah, I got a regular who's been twitchier than normal lately. Every time she bets, she loses big. Then she pounds a mountain of daiquiris upstairs. You ought to ask Yvonne. She'd know Ms. Twitchy better than me.
OK， 再问问他吧，会不会是他啊？
You look parched. Have a seat, stranger. So, what's your story?
我没有故事。
That does ring a bell. I remember one lady. She never penned a name in the book. Her friend Huxley placed the collateral for her. Huxley's with the iconoclasts. Know
哦
of her?
叛逆
She's
派
not。quite all there. I think nothing of it. Though if you wanted to pay me back,
这
you
腿
could
受伤那一
purchase
位
a
吧？
drink. Anywho, she's probably in Amber Heights with the rest of Graham's iconoclast folks.
哦，那我咋知道是谁了？他会是我的 partner 吗？不知道哎。这些士兵是怎么回事啊？啊？啊？你这些人在干嘛 ？What the hell？ 加油！啊，我按错。
You guys all right?
嘿，我在等你们干掉他们。OK， 这里。但这里好像有路。感觉上面有怪，呵呵。
What happened here?
Amateurs. Sublight should have seen this coming.
骨头，这边有被打架过。跟着血迹，血迹用的不明显。哎呀，那血迹在哪里？就这一坨吗？哇，这血迹也太大了吧！哇，一个洞穴。哇！有人吗？干，可不可以先把怪引过来啊？这个电是怎么回事？这不能关吗？哦，这个可以关掉。什么鬼啊？哦，这边是关掉这边的。哇 shit！ Oh shit！ 这边底是哪里啊？这个可以打欸，这也可以打。哦，哎。哦，通通都拿。啊，小心！啊，这里还有。 地雷怎么那么多啊？亚瑟
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway?
我有手段。
Just remember, I still got bullets, in case you get any funny ideas. What are you doing out here anyway?
先让我来看你的伤吧。
That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago.
林鼠这么可爱，干嘛吃？
Nice to know she cares. Catherine had us making drops for some big shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. Or were. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret. Marauders were waiting for us. They blew the bridge and took off with the shipment. Cave like this makes a handy place to store goods or hide out for a spell. And the traps usually keep gawkers out. Last I saw, they were heading back up the hill. You'll see it on the right when you get out of here. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook, just as soon as I've caught my breath.
OK， 那你这边的东西我可以拿吗？嘎，这一把可以耶，谢啦。那脚出来往这边走呢？研究，那就要到了吗？
Don't mess with us. They got the drop on us. Get out that armor.
哦，到了。哦，就是这里。
Please, you don't have to do this. Just let us down from here. The humidity is really uncomfortable.
看到我了 ，say hi。
Look, I didn't mean what I said about your outfit. It's very fashionable, I swear.
What the?
I really doubt that.
我靠，这么残忍！
How'd you do that so fast?
重点是那个人被炸下来，炸去哪里了？如果看得到尸体的话，至少还可以看到他是谁。在这里。只有他们的衣服而已。Oh shit！ 哦，我真的怀疑他们的人形 AI 真的有点耳朵有问题。哼，我都已经在面前这样开枪了，就是那个开枪声音很明显了。哦，我可以爬上来。OK。 然后2楼有窗户，不，有门，那我可以从2楼进去，是吧？哇哇！跟你讲，就算我今天把它， 在下面打就好啦。打完再上来就跟我打完了，那么快啊 ？OK。OK， 厕所。东西都乱丢。无缘无故结束一个任务。OK， 虚空的武器。嗨，你好，脚好了吗？
Hello, good to see you again. Oh, she's such a gem. She gambles with me whenever I've got time to stop through Fallbrook. Ooh, I bet she's hiding. Does that when she owes people money. Ought to leave her be, though, if she doesn't want to be found. Okay, I guess. She's got a secret base in the middle of nowhere. I'll mark it on your map.
Okay.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every bit as complex as I'd heard, but I'm up to the challenge. Anyway, what can I do for you? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I've finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second greatest achievement after the Reformations.
You're getting ahead of yourself again.
So I am. Do you have this cartridge? I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with meticulous documentation.
I don't know what you think you're gonna accomplish. I'd just as soon reorganize it into itty-bitty pieces with a really big gun, but you just keep being you.
You can't build anything that way. What's the point?
It's fun.
Nonsense! There's nothing more invigorating than a well-developed 10-year plan. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data you're holding, of course. I don't understand. Where is it? Is this about the Bolt 52? Please, I wasn't trying to mislead you. Anyway, I don't think I can handle this back and forth. I'm used to crushing disappointment, but not after having reason to hope. That makes it all considerably worse. I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board will have to welcome us back now. I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
OK， 回来啦，回来啦！那好像找错人了哦，是找这个人讲话，好像是又好像不是，好像是。Okay.
Do you hear that? It's the blessed sound of radio silence, which leads me to believe you have sweet, sweet news for me. Yes, indeed. I am back in business. But before we get down to it, might I ask how you handled the problem? In the end?
We did what we could, as best we could. Should probably leave it at that.
Is that so? I don't know how. The two are diametrically opposed and impossible to please. But it matters not how you fixed my problem, only that you did. I don't doubt that you are working with Phineas, but my contract specifies I relay any acquired information to the purchaser, and to the purchaser alone. However, to send the data, I will need your assistance in cycling the antenna's receiver, so I can input the needed adjustments. It's simple, truly. I merely need you to waltz outside and throw the lever to cycle the power. I'll key in the numerical adjustments from in here.
明白了。
Terrific. I'll be here. Waiting
我
with
本来想要
bated breath.
问的，
Give a shout if the panel electrocutes you.
感觉有点怪怪的。好，就是这个开关。What happened?
Testing 1, 2, check, check. Sweet stars. But that is a beautiful sound. Can you hear me? We are a go for broadcast. Oh, and I also dispatched Phineas his data. Impatient prick. Worse, I'm now indebted to him for it. Now I'll kindly thank you to get out of my tower. Look, I am well aware that at times I may have the tiniest iota of a prickly exterior, but I must admit I have grown rather fond of you. Take care out there.
Anyone else hear a high-pitched whining? Did I get tinnitus, or is that just Hiram?
What? Wow. What's going on?
Black holes. Did you see that? Looks like a UDL ship. Based on the gunnery attachments, I guess it's one of the board's blockade enforcers, but don't cite me on that. Oh well, a pity for the crew, but I can't see how it affects me. Hiram? Can you hear me? Did you see that? Architect, save me from swindlers and fools. Sanjar, what are you bloody doing on my channel? Did MSI or did MSI not cease broadcasting? Yes, but... Hiram, are you there? Ah, the good captain. The truth brings us together once more. Our salvation has come crashing through the stratosphere. We need only collect its weapons. Are you mad? That's a UDL gunship. You'd probably shoot your own toes off. Ah, I see you learned nothing while dealing with these buffoons. We could use the gunship's armaments to defend Stellar Bay, but we need its targeting module. Our message is so close to breaking free of this planet and spreading to the stars. Help us secure that module and we will save our colony. Listen, I don't care a single whit what you do, so long as you leave me out of it. Which means, get off my bored damn channel. I'm more than finished with you lot.
我靠！结果一用之后，他们都通了、啊。这弄来弄去， 结果，哎呀，就是阻止他们不要用，结果变成大家一起用，可恶啊 ！OK， 现在飞船掉在这边，我们要必须过去看一下。把它换步枪了，他应该还可以用技能吧？试试看。可以，不影响。然后队友了啦。
Okay.
哦。哦。搞定。女王在哪？不够吗？嘿嘿，打太快了，好，在这。那坠落的点还真特别哈。把他打倒，让我们鞭尸。啊！真是不，哇！呀，what's going on?
I'll keep an eye on things out here.
Me too. You know corpses shit themselves, right? Enjoy the smell.
呀，明明都是尸体，怎么回事？他们有穿盔甲，然后在前面就死了。我需要 key 啊，我没有 key。啊，可以使用这个。OK， 看一下这边的舰长的记录。
On this gunship, and I'd like to let the record show that our captain is a total fucking hullhead. I told him again and again that without fixing our regulators, spinning up the engines are going to blow through our coils and we'll go flying off in a completely random direction. Well, here we are, thinking we'll hit soil in about 30 seconds. This is your chief engineer signing off for what is probably the last time. It's a shame you can't see this middle finger I'm holding up, because I'm doing it as hard as I can.
啊，好冷静哦！哇，这也太冷静了吧！这是，结果我是要拿什么？哇哦！呀，这两个我都不知道交给谁，惨了。 因为我发现那一幕之后，大家都想要。哎，帮谁都不对。一个说是可以拿来防备，一个是拿来摧毁。必须思考一下。
2,000 years later.
经过了一番的思考，我决定先交给他好了，交给他们看会怎样。
If the Iconoclasts reach that ship first, there won't be any chance for a peaceful monarch. I don't suppose you've found the targeting module yet. I've sent patrols, but they're running into trouble with the Iconoclasts. They're all mad! And what's more, they left us! I don't see any way for us to work together. Not this again.
Remember what we practiced, sir.
Yes. The words in those reviews were very hurtful, but they do not define me. I am a mantipillar, and my will is my cocoon. I can emerge and become whatever I wish.
You're not a hero.
Normally, I'd find this kind of talk from you quite invigorating. But this is a difficult moment for me. Still, perhaps you have a point. Supposing you're right, who exactly would you have me work with? The Iconoclasts are not the most compromising sorts. That's an interesting suggestion. I confess I don't know much about her except that she worked for Rizzo. I'd be willing to consider it, but I need to see her review first. Excellent. Her review would be in the Rizzo offices in Cascadia. Bring it to me, and I'll see if she's qualified.
Carry on.
哎，我再问一下
Any
好了
luck bringing the Iconoclast to the bargaining table? I don't like the idea that they'll be trying for that module.
你要那个模块卡，
Because the module controls the weapons systems.
武器系统。
Can you imagine what those maniacs would do with weapons like that? They'd wreak havoc.
但是他们都不
Or they
会
go and get themselves killed. Then they're not your problem anymore.
The board would consider us complicit in any of their folly. That would only get us ousted again.
And roll back all the progress we've made at reconciling with the rest of Halcyon.
这边可以信任他。
Even if they merely sat on the scraps, the threat of a bunch of anarchists holding a gunship would bring the full wrath of the board down on Monarch. We can't afford that. Good, because we haven't a moment to lose.
好，我们必须先跟他们求和一下。没有必要把这两边闹得僵硬啊。
Captain, we should chat.
What's going on?
Graham's got the right idea.
What?
But he isn't the right guy to execute it.
嗯，
I don't even think he's motivated by philosophism anymore. I think he's just guilt-ridden. I can't believe I'm even saying this, but I keep going over and over it in my head, and the only way I see the Iconoclast surviving is we depose him. Okay. Deep breaths. This is what's best, Sora. Time to save Monarch.
OK OK。可以的，放心。
Captain, you must be back with the access codes to our new ship.
Graham, we need to talk.
We have work to do. This isn't the time for one of our spats. What? Zora?
You're running the Iconoclast into the ground, and I don't believe it'll get better after we take Stellar Bay. The troops take orders from me already, and you've brought me as far as you can down the eternal path. It's time to step down.
The troops. Listen to you. This isn't an army. They aren't soldiers. They're believers. Followers. They pick up a gun because you tell them to, not because they want to. And you, Captain, after all you've done for me, for us, you throw behind this mutinous blasphemer? How can you say that, after all I've done for the Iconoclasts? They wouldn't be here without me. I built this movement from the ground up. I've brought freedom to Monarch, and all these years later, we're still free.
I joined because I believed that you were in it for the Iconoclasts. That you wanted nothing more than to bring freedom to Halcyon. That you were selfless. But I know the truth now, Graham. I know what happened in Amber Heights. You didn't start this movement because you wanted to save us. You wanted to save yourself.
No. Guilty? I didn't mean for them to die. I'm not a monster. Of course I feel fucking guilty. I've spent years atoning for my sins. I've studied, meditated, taught. I built the Iconoclasts so that any man could cast away his past for a fresh start.
That's your answer, Graham? You needed a fresh start? After all those innocent lives? I'm sorry. I believed in you once. I did. But it's over. Stand down.
I won't. What happened back then was a mistake, and the colony has moved on. This is my movement. These are my people. If you want to lead them, you'll have to kill me.
No.
Please. Don't make me do this, Graham.
If this is where my path ends, I accept it. But as long as I draw breath, I will not abandon them.
So be it.
Get ready.
Take him down! The Iconoclast, asshole. Well, Captain, here we are. Killed a lot of people in the name of the Iconoclasts, and it never feels right. But this time, it's especially wrong. You got the... Void held me. I'll never remember what that thing is called. The device from the ship. Do you have it?